Hello everybody! Welcome back to some more Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode, we made it here to the Indigo Plateau, and we have a little bit of a change of plans, because my original plan for this episode was to go and catch the legendary birds. We start with Zapdos, then we go to Articuno, and then Moltres. But I changed my mind, and instead we are just going to battle the Elite Four, like most people probably would. We're going to save catching the legendary birds for the post-game. But for now, we're going to prepare to go and battle the first member of the Elite Four. And as you can see here, in between episodes, I switched out Primeape with Pidgeot, so I don't have Pidgeot on the team anymore. Instead, I've got Primeape, and I gave Arcanine's experience share to Primeape, since Primeape is the lowest level on the team. But the first Elite Four member is Lorelei, who uses Ice-type Pokemon, but a lot of her Pokemon are also Water types, which is why Raichu is going to be really good. Arcanine is going to be kind of a glass cannon. He would do well against the Ice types, but he's also going to get hit by Water-type moves, so he could die pretty quickly. And same thing with Venusaur. Venusaur could do well, because they're also partially Water types, but he also won't do well, because they're Ice types. But Raichu will do super effective damage to the Ice types, and not take super effective damage back, which is why we're going to be starting off with Raichu, and we'll see how well it does. So let's just head up here, where we can head and battle the Elite Four members. From here on, you face the Elite Four one by one. If you win, a door opens to the next trainer. Good luck. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and battle the first Elite Four member. Here we have Lorelei. Welcome to the Pokemon League. I am Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can beat me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Aha! Are you ready? I think I am. We've done a lot of training throughout our journey, so I don't think your little Ice-type Pokemon will be too scary. We're going up against Elite Four Lorelei, and she would like to battle. The first Pokemon she's starting off with is Dugong, level 52. So yes, I am very underleveled, like 10 levels underleveled, but I am still faster, and I will still be able to hit for super effective damage, which does half her HP, which is pretty good. They go for Hail. That's going to set up, well, Hail, obviously, and that's going to start to do damage to every non-Ice-type Pokemon. So I'm going to take a little bit of chip damage. Doesn't do much, though. So we'll just go for another Thunderbolt, and that should just take down the Dugong. There we go. First Pokemon taken down. Who's going to be coming in next? Next up is Cloyster. So Cloyster is a really bulky Pokemon, or at least really bulky on the physical side. I don't know how bulky Cloyster is on the special side. So I'm just going to go for a Thunderbolt. They go for Protect, which, whatever, that's annoying. But that doesn't really do that much. All it does is make it so I take a little bit of chip damage from the Hail, which really doesn't bother me all that much. I'm just going to go for another Thunderbolt. We're still faster, because Cloyster is not that fast. And it seems that Cloyster is not specially bulky, because that was a one-shot. Very good. So, Lorelei's only got 3 Pokemon left. Here's Slowbro, which is not a Ice-type. It's a Water Psychic type. So I don't really know why it's on an Ice-type team. I guess maybe they just didn't have enough Ice-types to use. But I'm sure that they probably could have found some more Ice-types. Anyways, I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt. Slowbro is pretty specially bulky. Not the most specially bulky, but pretty specially bulky. So I think Slowbro will definitely survive this. Yeah. It'll be a 2-shot, though, so that's very good. Here comes the Surf. So this might do quite a bit of damage. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it was a critical hit. That's unfortunate. I might have been able to live if it wasn't a critical hit. But because Slowbro is not a Ice-type, we can just go ahead and send out our Venusaur. So the Hail's gone. That's nice. And we'll just go for Giga Drain. So we'll do super effective damage. If it doesn't kill, it's a little bit dangerous, because Slowbro can hit us with super effective Psychic-type moves, but it does kill. So there we go. That is Slowbro defeated. Who's gonna come in next? Lapras. Okay. This is a little bit scary. I'm gonna put Lapras to sleep. They are faster than us, so that's kind of bad, and they're going for Confuse Ray. So now Venusaur is confused, and it could be really annoying. So Venusaur might die here. I think I just have to accept that. But we do land the Sleep Powder, so that's really, really good. So before Venusaur goes down, I'm gonna try and do as much damage to this Lapras as possible. So I guess I'll go for Leech Seed. It might not be the best play, because Lapras could probably just one-shot me with, like, Ice Beam or something. But I hurt myself in confusion, so it really doesn't matter what I was planning to go for anyways. So I guess I'll go for Giga Drain. The Lapras is still asleep. That's good. And I'm still confused, which is not good. But I managed to get the Giga Drain. So this should do some decent damage. Let's see, super effective. But Lapras is really bulky, so that did not do very much. I think I probably should set up the Leech Seed. The Lapras is still asleep, though. They've been asleep for a really long time. And Venusaur is no longer confused. That is wonderful. So here we go. The Leech Seed has been set up. And now we'll just start to do a little bit of chip damage. The Lapras might wake up this turn. Yeah, there we go. And they're just going to go for Confuse Ray again and make me confused again, which is rather annoying. But, you know, I have to deal with it. At least I'm not getting one-shot by, like, Ice Beam. At least they're not doing damage to me. Instead, they're just making me confused. But I hurt myself in confusion. That's too bad. But I'm just going to heal myself all the way back up to full with my Leech Seed Leftovers stall. Anyways, let's try to put the Lapras back to sleep, but I think this is where we die. Ice Beam, super effective. They're like 12 levels higher than us. Venusaur is bulky? Bulky enough to survive! That's incredible, and I'm no longer confused. Here we go, Sleep Powder? It missed. That's too bad. So I'm really low on health. And I think I'm just gonna heal myself up a bit. I'm pretty sure I have like a Hyper Potion or something in here. Let's see, I've got full restores. And max potions, I know that, so if I need that, I can just use that. But I do have a Hyper Potion, so I will use that on Venusaur. There we go. Full HP. But they're just gonna go for the Ice Beam again, which sucks. But I'm still alive, though. So really, I'm just taking all this time to stall, and they have a Citrus Berry? Yeah, the Citrus Berry activates, which restores their health. But the Leech Seed does activate, so I think I could just theoretically sit here and stall using my potions over and over again to keep Venusaur alive, but eventually Venusaur is just gonna die. So I think it's not worth it to use all my potions over and over again, and I'll just go for an attack. I'll just let Venusaur die here. It might not be the best play, but it's gonna be the play that I resort to. But Venusaur did some good damage, half of the Lapras' health. I'm gonna bring in Primeape now, because Primeape can hit the Lapras for super effective damage. Here we go. Leech Seed is still putting in some work, chipping down Lapras' health. Very nice. And I'm going to go for Karate Chop, because I'm worried Cross Chop might miss, and I think Karate Chop should kill from here, hopefully. Oh, it doesn't kill. But the Leech Seed will kill for sure. So Surf comes in, that probably just one-shots Primeape. No, Primeape actually survived that. Very surprised. But there you go. That takes down Lapras, Leech Seed. And we get a lot of experience for Primeape. I will certainly take that. Thank you very much. But their last Pokemon is a Jinx. And this is a Psychic type. So Primeape is probably going to die here. But I'm going to go for Rock Slide. If I'm faster, maybe no. So they get the Ice Punch off. That kills Primeape. Makes sense. Alright. So now I'm going to bring in Arcanine. Because Jinx is not a Water type. And Jinx does not have Water type moves. From what I believe, I don't think it can learn any Water type moves. So I think I can just go for a nice Fire Blast and kill the Jinx. Hopefully. Let's see. Not quite a kill, but it did do a ton of damage. The Jinx goes for Ice Punch. That shouldn't do too much damage. I resist that. Yeah, it's not really that much. And I'm just going to go for Flame Wheel, because Fire Blast does have the chance to miss. So there goes the Flame Wheel. And there we go. That kills the Jinx. We get 1,584 experience points for winning, and we defeated Elite Four Lorelei. Things shouldn't be this way. We got 5,400 Pokédollars for winning. You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of the Elite Four's power. So there we go. We've defeated the first member of the Elite Four. I'm going to heal up because the Elite Four is very powerful, and I want to make sure that I'm always at full health. So I'm going to use an Elixir on Venusaur. There we go. That will restore his PP, so he can use Giga Drain again, because Giga Drain does not have very much PP. So I want to make sure that he's always at maximum PP. And I'm also going to use the Hyper Potion. I guess I'll use it on on Arcanine. It's a little bit of a waste, only to heal 40 health. 36. But I don't have any other regular potions, so I'll just do that, I suppose. And I'll also use... Oops. I thought that said Max Revive. I did not see Max Repel. That's a little bit silly. Anyways, did I buy any revives? Wait, did I not buy revives? Because if that's the case, that's very silly by me. Oh, wait, here they are. Okay, we did buy revives. Not max revives. They're just regular revives, but I can work with just regular old revives. Here we go, we're recovering our whole team for the next battle because there are still 3 more battles to go. It is the Elite Four, after all, not the Elite One. But anyways, let's just use some more potions, I suppose, to heal up our team all the way to full. We are definitely very underleveled here, because the Elite Four is like level 50s, and there's some, I think, going to the 60s. But honestly, I think we can do it. We've got a very powerful team. So that is Lorelei defeated. We're gonna go ahead and save. And we'll tackle the next Elite Four member in the next episode of Pokemon Fire Red. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.